Please like, hit that button, and please hit that button. Subscribe.
Wait, what?
That was cool. Keep that in there too. Wait, what? That was cool.
No. I'm not keeping wait, what?
Wait, what?
Guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the break room,
back,
guys.
welcome back.
Y'all, welcome back.
This right here, you guys been asking for this.
One of our favorites.
Top 10 Bill Burr moments.
It's now Jason's favorite.
He's not my favorite. He's good. We went and saw him live. He was good at the whole show.
He's very
Really
good.
He's very good. He's not my favorite. I'll take a Chappelle.
I didn't say that. He's one of your. We know all that speech.
Yeah,
We know that speech.
one of your favorites, man.
Right now, for someone who went from shit to Shinola, you went from shit.
Right, no, I did.
Okay.
And it all was because of that Philly rant. Guys, go watch the Philly rant video. That shit was crazy.
I told you to put it on.
This is the top 10 Bill Burr moments on Conan.
Yeah.
It's 14 or 16 minutes long, so what we're going to do is we're going to break it into two different parts. We're going to watch 1 through 5 now and then 6 through 10. We'll do it two different parts. We appreciate all of you guys, man. All you guys that support us, all you guys that watch with us, all you guys that leave the positive comments, even the negative comments. They make us laugh. Shit's hilarious. They complain about us pausing and shut the hell up, let it play. And it's hilarious to us, man. We appreciate all of you guys. We hope that everybody's staying safe. If you're new here, subscribe. We have another channel. Go to this channel, guys. Subscribe to that channel. We're trying to build that channel up. Let's go. Let's get into the video.
Bill Burr.
So does your wife watch any of these games with you? Does she?
No, she has the female, complex, multitasking brain. That's why they can't be happy. They just
Damn.
always.
Damn.
Like, what is that lizard that can look at two things at once? That's what they like. So they got the shoes they want, and then they see some other woman walking in.
Oh shit! They got the shoes they want in one eye. Damn.
Say, what's that lizard? I know exactly what he's talking about.
The shoes they want in one eye.
That's funny, man.
Oh, look at this skinny bitch over here. She thinks she's cute, right? And that's what I've learned.
Oh God.
Happy, nothing.
Look at this skinny bitch over
Makes them
here.
happy, and that is why they are slowly taking over the NFL, because it annoys them that we can just sit there with like a pizza and a drink, like that's not holding, and just be like and enjoy ourselves.
So you're saying that because you're happy that you think your wife and
I
women
never liked Conan.
jealous of it.
I never saw the. I know you like. I never saw the comedic brilliance. He was a great writer. He used to work for Saturday Night Live, The Simpsons. I get all that, but him as a host, he was just a terrible feeder. So you're just now. You're saying that he was just.
No, I love Conan, man.
Hate him,
I haven't seen the shows back in the day. I used to watch them religiously right after Jay
Not a
Leno.
Conan fan.
Right after Jay Leno, Conan.
No.
And Andy next to him, chilling.
Yeah, you are Andy.
And Max Weinberg?
Andy.
Max Weinberg was with him? Or
Yeah, Max Joe. Saw him on the train one night. He's Bruce Springsteen's jumper, you know. Okay, you know.
They're jealous how simple the
What's
male
it?
brain is. That you can just sit there and be entertained and find true happiness, and it just bugs them, so they got to ruin it. And they're slowly taking over the NFL. You know, all next month, once again, they're going to dress everybody in the NFL like newborn baby girls, for whatever reason.
Jesus Christ.
What do you?
Did you forget that there's breast cancer for
Yeah,
like
you know,
a year ago?
Yeah. So they did it.
He said, baby.
Newborn baby girls.
Last year, they're going to do it again this year.
Yes. They're slowly going to take it over, and they're going to move us out. Because I'm telling you, I don't understand why they keep trying to go into a male football league. It's like, why don't you guys band together and start your own league? Get your own thing going. But I realize they don't want their own thing. They don't want their own shit. They want our shit. I don't know what it is. And I think it's because we're happy. We're just sitting there and.
They're happy.
Yeah.
They hate it. Yeah, they hate it.
Dude,
They hate it.
he comes up with some crazy
When you
stuff.
see a happy, there's a kitchen to be painted.
That's what it boils
There's
down
a
to,
floor to be
yeah.
washed.
And
There's
it's true though, but the simplest thing we're good with. The simplest just.
enjoying ourselves, having a good time without them. It drives them nuts, and they just got to go in there and ruin it.
So they don't like. They got women's basketball.
They don't even like it. They don't even like most of them they don't even like football. Like, I don't get it. I don't get like the fascination. Like, if my wife is having like 3 of her friends over, I screw. I leave. I don't need to be there and ruin it for her. I know you guys. I'm going to change the dynamic because I'm there and you can't talk about 100% female stuff. Out of courtesy, I'm going to get out of there. I'm going to leave.
that they can't do that, you're saying?
One guy, one chauvinistic jackass.
That was good. He's so goddamn quick. He's so quick, man.
No, he is.
He's so quick.
But he's been doing it, guys, like we said before. Like, he's been doing this, him, Kevin Hart, all of them, they've been doing this for years.
Patrice,
20 years,
man.
25 years. It takes practice to be this way.
It's almost like muscle memory with him.
No, right.
Yeah,
So it's just, he's so sharp with it.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
He's like Edison. I don't know. He invented all this stuff that everybody. What are you talking about?
But did he? Did he sit down and like,
Steve
I'm going to
Jobs.
invent the iPhone, and just sat there soldering, possibly welding, right? Didn't he have like a crew of guys helping him out?
Sure, maybe he did.
So why, when he went to those nerd fests, didn't he have like a chorus of scientists behind him who helped him out too? He walked out like he was Tesla. Like tapping into electricity.
I'm not with you.
I think he just kind of like told people what to invent. Like he just kind of came in like, I want my whole music collection in that phone. Get on it! And then all these nameless, faceless guys made it happen.
Yeah.
And then they have the big nerd concert, and he goes out there by himself. No belt, sneakers on.
No belt.
I didn't buy it.
I just didn't buy it.
No belt. No belt and sneakers, which is so true. Why would he even peep? I saw that a million times and never thought about that.
It's a great way to tap out from the news and just, watch a game and get away from it. And now there's like all these causes are getting like attached to it. Like I was watching the World Series, and I'm in the middle of watching the World Series, and out of nowhere they have this moment, stand up to cancer. I'm watching a ball game, and all of a sudden everybody stands up holding up a sign of somebody that they either know that's dying of cancer or died of it in the middle of the game. It's just like, what are you doing? Trying to watch a game here. No, there's a time and a place.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Shutting that picture up next to me.
You're holding the game up. What are you
doing?
I know somebody.
Damn.
I know somebody that has died of cancer. I would never go to the movies with you and in the middle of it hit pause and be like, oh, by the way, Conan, I know this guy. He died of cancer. It was horrific. I could have lifted him up off the sheet with 2 fingers. It was horrible. Hey, enjoy. Oh, by the way, I got molested when I was 9. Enjoy the rest of it.
Oh, shit.
He didn't do anything to me. You know what he did for me? He raised $500 million for cancer research. That's what that lie did. Yeah, it was great. And everybody had the bands on. Remember the bands?
Sure.
Right? That blocked out the sun, right?
It wasn't to block out the sun.
No risk cancer.
Yeah.
Damn.
The whole thing was annoying, and I hated how Oprah was interviewing him and acting like she was dumbfounded that this guy would do this. Like, she's been in show business for 35 years, and she can't, like, wrap her head around some guy doing whatever it takes to get to the next level. Didn't she, for the first 5 years, have, like, midgets who wanted to bang their mailman's boyfriend? And she didn't want to do it.
She did, right?
Midgets.
Yeah, like that type of
that type of show.
Type of a
Jerry
show.
Springer shit.
She did.
Yeah.
And then it turned into more of a respectable show.
She didn't want to do it, but she didn't have the power to say no, so she wrote it out. And then when she could make a good decision, she did a show, but she stood on the heads of those little people. She's sitting there.
She stood on the head.
So how could you? You know exactly what he's doing. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Look, the guy was a sociopath on a bicycle. All right? As far as I'm concerned,
really,
we got off easy.
Yeah.
If that guy was working for a corporation, he probably would have been pouring stuff in the water supply, doing God knows what. Just keep him on the bike. Just let him go up and down the hill. He's not hurting anybody.
He's not hurting nobody.
He isn't. And the top 20 guys, like, all tested positive for roids. So our roided up guy beat your roided up guy.
Really.
Okay?
Good point. Good point.
And those guys who run that filthy sport, who is sitting there going like, oh, this is ridiculous. He doesn't represent cycling. Are they?
Damn. Bill is laying it out.
That sport was.
She's laying it out.
That sport's so dead. That's not the only.
Yeah,
sport.
let me tell you, they're gonna get pills that animals can't go up. I mean, they're gonna get pills that donkeys and goats can't go up.
Damn, that sport.
The Tour de France is no joke.
That whole thing is dirty, man.
Yeah,
but that's my thing. Once I see people getting caught, whatever sport it is, when I see you getting caught with roids or any type of performance enhancing drugs, and you're losing to someone else that's supposed to be clean. Like I talked about in the track video. It ain't real, bruh.
They treat you like Brian on Dimash.
But it ain't real. Like, it's common sense. The person cheating wins. They don't lose.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Let's use common sense.
Yeah.
They're going to return all the money that they made off of that guy? Huh? They're going to turn in their yachts? They're not going to. They're not going to do it.
Everyone turn in your yacht. Are you worried about him at all being in office? Do you think, does it concern you?
I don't know. I feel like the president, you only see him like once every 3 weeks. You know? It'd be like if you were dating a chick and if she was a jerk, but you only saw her once every 3 weeks. There's like no way she could break your heart, you know?
What? The immigration site to move to Canada crashed. Do you think
Conan
people are going to
here.
really move to Canada? Do you
I
think
hope so. I hope so.
You want
Yeah,
people
there's
to move
too many people here, the rent's too high and all that. Just thin it out, give us a little negotiating thing, and then what's going to be funny up there, it's not going to be Michael Moore's Canada. What he said, oh, you keep your doors unlocked, and everybody's drinking syrup, and it's,
Syrup.
He didn't say everyone's drinking syrup.
Anybody of color that tried to make it playing hockey up there, listen to the stories they have. You'd be like, were you in Alabama? No, it was in Manitoba. Those are still white people up there. Just because they're on the other side of the invisible line doesn't mean that they're not going to act like white people.
Yeah.
Get him, Bill.
So you're
Get
not
him,
a
Bill.
big fan of Canada, is what you're saying.
No, I love Canada, but I don't go up there with like this starry look in my eye, like everyone's going to be riding around on mooses, right?
It's environmental stuff. You really are worried about it.
I am and I'm not. I just also feel like, it'd probably be a good thing if most of us died. It would be. There's nothing wrong with driving a gas-guzzling car. There's just too many people doing it.
Yeah.
So you got to figure out a way to like thin out the herd, and it's too late.
I would love to sit down with this dude at a dinner table or something.
We're here to hear about some hard choices.
Yeah. So you know how I would do it?
What?
I would randomly sink cruise ships.
That was good. That's hard. That was so good but hard.
Let's hear him out. Why would you randomly sink cruise ship?
Because you'd get like 2,500 to 3,000 people a whack, right? And I think it's a good mix of people to get rid of. To be honest with you.
Damn.
They're not interested.
What happens after the second time they catch on?
No, because this is what you do. As you're sinking them, you're building an exact replica. So as you're eliminating people, you're like creating jobs. And you just, like a lazy Susan. My latest thing that's driving me nuts is I spent 20 years in the back of the plane, getting treated like an animal. And I finally worked my way up to the front of the plane, Group 1, which means you get to board like it's your plane, right?
You get to board.
Yes. You
first.
sit in a chair that's the size for a human being.
Right.
For your bag.
Yep.
Right?
True.
You get a little hot towel and all that. And then the second I get that, all of a sudden now, there's like these 20 groups that are like pre-boarding now. Like half the plane qualifies and they're getting on. And I just sit there just like losing my shit. It starts off like it's just like anybody in uniform, anybody in military. So it's like, all right. But after like the 20th guy, you just start being like, have you seen action?
Have you seen action?
It's anybody with kids, anybody with disabilities, and then just
That's
anybody
right,
with a red
wheelchairs.
shirt. Hey, it's Tony Tuesday. It's like Anthony can get
Tony
on.
Tuesday.
Damn.
One
I remember the red
I
shirt.
saw this guy get on the plane. Okay, he wasn't in uniform. He didn't have kids. He had all his limbs. He wasn't limping. He didn't have a cough. He just walked on the plane. It's like, who the is that guy?
Damn.
Like, how did I get on before that guy?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
no, I always hated the anxiety of being in the back of the plane. I just remember, like, the worst is whenever you would get your seat and you'd sit there and they're about ready to close the door and you'd have that empty seat next to you. Like, the poor man's first class. You're like, oh, shit, I'll bring the armrest up. I can actually be great. And then all of a sudden, some fat bastard gets on the plane and you're like, no. You're like Quint at the end of Jaws, like sliding.
good. That's good. Then the Charles, he's fighting the shark.
This dude got on. He was so fat. He was sitting next to me. I was literally next to him and behind him. He was.
Damn. Oh my
trying
God.
to make himself smaller, and he like folded his arm, and his lat came out with old Western saloon thing.
God damn. God damn, Bill.
There's his lat.
So that motivates you to try to get to a
all
certain
these
place
years,
in life.
20 years, you work your way up to the front, and now still they won't let you.
Yeah, now that fat guy's considered disabled because he can't stop eating cookies.
That's right. There you go.
Look at Groningen. 90% of the world is starving to death. That guy.
That's right. That's right.
And get on the treadmill like the rest of us.
Thank you.
Were you flipping out the day like when you met? Did you flip out? Did you really that?
Yeah, I remember. She told me to go see that movie Monster. Remember that movie with Charlize Theron?
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah. And everybody was saying how, oh my God, it was unbelievable. Like they literally blamed guys that she was a serial killer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you saw the Jeffrey Dahmer movie, it wasn't like, somebody shoved a tuna fish sandwich up my ass and I confused people with food. So like they didn't make like a big excuse for him.
Damn.
You know? She was a psycho killing people and she should have died. But I'm like watching it feeling guilt. Do they ever take responsibility for their actions? Even when they're murdering people, it's somehow our fault. It's unreal.
This dude, I love this guy. I love this dude. You won't be on a flight with him from New York to LA. 5 hours sitting next to him. He'll be dying.
Why would having a tuna fish sandwich shoved up your butt make you want to eat people?
Because another man did it. Right? It was another person. So you equated, I don't know, sex with food? I forget how the idea went. But all I know is she laughed when I said it. She was dying laughing and kind of saw my point. And I always hate when she says to me, she'll just be like, I just don't see where is that coming from? Where is that coming from? It's just like, honey, how many childhood stories do I have to tell you before you follow the breadcrumbs to the psycho that you married? I mean, did you ever
Follow
take
the
a
breadcrumbs.
psychology class like you didn't see
Follow the breadcrumbs to the cycle that you married.
The breadcrumbs.
This guy's
Cycle. Nah, he's good, man.
Dude,
he's at the top of his. He's at the peak right now.
Yeah, he is.
Stop touching my arm. Hey, but he's at the peak.
Can I? Fucking
He's at the peak.
40.
He's at the peak.
Yeah.
Like we said, we saw him live, man. He was great. The whole hour he was up there, or whatever.
Non-stop.
Start to finish.
Not a lull at all.
He was great.
But it is. It's not that she says that I'm a jerk. It's just the nerve to be surprised. It's just like about annoying people. Like when people tweet, it's very easy to piss off one side. The art is you got to try to get everybody. So you tweet stuff like, Trump is such a dope, he's actually going to make me vote for a woman. Right?
Oh, that's very good. Damn. That's excellent. God damn, that's incredible.
That's what I wanted.
You got everyone. You're mad that children
Got everybody.
are being
There should be the threat of it. Half of it was just it was just your dad was acting like he was going to do it. He never did it, but your mother did. And because she was a woman, it was like okay, because it was like, hey, you let a girl beat you up, you kind of felt emasculated.
Yeah.
We had a rule, like, a lot of the stuff that I look at from when I was a kid that actually kind of made sense in a way would now be considered like abuse, I guess. Like when I was a kid, if you didn't finish your supper, as we called it.
Supper, yeah.
Yeah, my mother was just like, well, you're gonna finish, she would just wrap it in cellophane and you just picked up where you left off for breakfast. Like a blue collar job. Like you take the shovel out of the hole and just start digging it again. So, yeah, I remember one night we had cube steaks, which is like one of the toughest pieces of meat. I don't know if you guys, everything's so like Asian-infused Wagyu beef. Everybody's eating that crap now. But cube steak was like, they literally had to hit it with a hammer to make it like edible.
Tenderize that shit.
And so we were having cube steaks. And I forget, my little brother was still in a high chair, and he couldn't finish his.
Damn.
So my mother goes, all right, we're just going to have to eat it for breakfast. And that was like 8 hours away, which was like half his life. So he was like, all right, I'll take that deal. So the next morning, I remember we were having waffles. My mother always made Sunday breakfast. So we had all these waffles, eggs, bacon, this whole layout. My brother was looking at half-eaten cube steaks and a little mound of green bean casserole. And he goes,
damn, that's nasty.
So he looked at my mom. He goes, Mom, can I have a waffle? She goes, no, you got to finish your supper. He's like, well, after I finish my supper, then can I have a waffle? She goes, no, that is your breakfast. And he goes, oh, Mom, I hate you. And my dad, without looking up, took a full glass of milk and threw it in his face.